You don't have to say it out loud, but I know every woman that sold a fish dinner once. And if you be like, I never sold it, I never sold it, girl, you're a liar. Even when you go out on a date, you selling fish dinners. You just ain't doing the transaction in one day. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Today's lookies are my Renee scarves. We have 3 options there, 1, 2, or 3, and my Michelle red lip. All lippies this week will be 40% off. Grab yours quickly. Now, let's talk about, what is this? The Untold Story, Bury Me in Motown, by Ray Noma, Singleton, Gordy, Barry, something like that. Sugar Ray got in her mind that, selling fish dinners is an option? I mean, he's not bringing in no money. I'm only bringing in the money that, he gives to me, so can I sell a fish dinner? On my way outside the door, I caught a glimpse of a lead sheet I'd started. It was a new song of Smokey's on which Barry had scrawled some notes. That was me. That was my life. A gifted musician, a proud young mother, but my baby wasn't getting enough to eat. The electric bill and water bill and gas bill were all overdue. That was also me. A fighter who do whatever she could to take care of herself and her own. 6 o'clock, I'd reached my destination, and my knock resounded through the apartment building. No answer. Thank God. Maybe it was called off. Then I heard footsteps. The door opened, and she was smiling. Don't worry, honey. It's as easy as riding a bike. Once you do it, it's like you always know how. I was mute, shaking and stumbling as she pulled me down the hallway. Only a few days before this travesty had started, innocently enough, I'd been chatting with a neighbor, Roberta, whom I'd surmised traded sexual favors for money. Selling the fish dinners. Okay, it's the oldest game in the book. You don't have to say it out loud, but I know every woman that sold a fish dinner once. And if you be like, I never sold pussy, I never sold it, girl, you're a liar. Even when you go out on a date, you selling fish dinners. Shit. You just ain't doing the transaction in one day. Just after my trek to John R., I broached the subject of her money-making venture and had asked delicate questions about her life, all the while comparing her answers to the sad images on John R. Well, she said, she quickly distinguished herself between the hoes and the escorts, She was like, look, them hoes down there on the street, them bitches make $2. $2. I don't care what year it is. $2 ain't never enough. Never. Even back in the day when I went to the ice cream truck, $2 wasn't enough to satisfy me. How I'ma get the ice cream sandwich, the jujubes, the Mike and Ike's, the bomb pop, and 7 blow pops with $2. You can't do it, girl. The girl Roberta was like, yeah, let them hoes make 2. I lay on my ass and I'm with a higher caliber of clients, and I make $10, and my pimp never touches me, girl, never. Tricking ain't easy, it ain't. but it damn sure pays the bills. Roberta had noticed my stack of unpaid bills a few days before. So it wasn't out of the blue that she had suggested a way for me to make money, some extra money. This morning, Roberta had come by and announced that a high-paying trick was coming at 6 o'clock. He's nice, she said. A clean-cut white man, she said. 6 o'clock. Just think about it. Just once. And it won't kill you. Now here I was standing in front of a bedroom door with Roberta whispering, "Oh, he's going to love you. I told him all about you." "No," I gasped for air. I can't. Sure you can do this." And reached for the bedroom doorknob. Think of your child. The man was about 40 years old, flabby, with the whitest, pastiest skin I'd ever seen, covered all over by a dense matting of grimy black hair. He was standing by the bed, naked, except for a pair of short black socks. She said she laid on the back, closed her eyes, and was like, "Give it to me. Go ahead, just get on top of me and give it to me." He's standing over the bed looking at her like, "Bitch, you crazy?" She looking at him like, "What you want? I don't understand. Come get on top of this. Come get on top of this, and let's do what we supposed to do here. Let's do this." He's still looking at her like, "Is you gonna get down here and suck it, or I'm gonna have to suck it myself?" She's appalled by the fact that she gotta suck on this Vienna sausage, girl. You done sucked on worse, okay? But she got down there and she did it, okay? Sucked all of it, okay? And she earned $17. $17? That still ain't enough. But, it's better than the 2 and the 10. It's 17. It's damn near 20. Sugar Ray said, Thanks a lot. I dressed in seconds flat, taking the money from him, barely hearing him say, "I really like you. When can I see you again?" She go, "Talk to Roberta," and he watching the back of her head get small. Okay, because sometimes you got to do that. You got to let a nigga see the back of your head get small. She said as soon as she got home, she gargled and rinsed out her mouth for 30 minutes. I counted what was my take for 5 minutes of fun, or not so fun. It was torture. That's what she called it. And it was $17. Barry comes in the house and sees the money on the counter. Are you crazy, girl? Are you crazy leaving money on the friggin' counter? Okay, he set you up, girl. How many of us think that Barry the Gordy said what he said to Ray Noma to put it in her mind to sell pussy so that we can eat tomorrow? I do. And if you don't agree with me, y'all is some foolish women or men. Y'all are foolish, because guess what? As soon as he came in the house, he seen the money on the table. He was like, "Oh my God, this is money." He didn't even ask where the money came from. He didn't give a fuck. Okay, so here we go. Sugar Ray is coming up with another deal. Okay, she done came up with a grand scheme to take their Motown in the making to the next level. Okay, she's doing this. All right, Barry the Gordy is just sitting back. He sees so much potential in her. Girl, he gonna fuck you soon. Trust me. You've been waiting on that ding dong. It's coming. Okay, it is definitely coming, because he got to put the stamp on you, girl. She comes up with this grand idea, but when you think about it, it's genius for that time. Okay, here we are, just paying out, living from deal to deal. We have all this talent, Barry. Somebody should be paying us to do what we do. Why don't we just start a music company? The Rayburn Music Writing Company. I declared, christening the brainchild from our 2 names, Ray and Burr. We shook hands on it. Now we were more than just roommates. We were business partners. It's 9:45 a.m. and I'm sitting on the sofa in the living room. In front of me on the coffee table is a pad and a pencil, the telephone and the radio. I'm panic-stricken. What if nothing comes of it? What if no one responds? The first step had been putting the word out. I'd contacted all the radio stations and rounded up their rates. Finally, setting on station WCHB, good music airplay, and good listening demographics. Decent rates. 10 a.m. Now the voice on the radio says, as I almost jump out of my skin, an exciting new music company in Detroit. The Rayber Music Writing Company is here to service all your musical needs. If you have lyrics, we can take them and put a melody to them. If you have a melody, we can put words to it. Or if you have a singing talent and want to be a recording artist, we will personally write music for you. Our phone rings. I gasp. Barry comes running out of the kitchen, gaping over at me with his mouth wide open. The ring has died out. Maybe it was a crank call. Nothing having to do with the ad. There it goes again, a second ring. Rayber Music, may I help you? I glance up at Barry with a grin, and a monster grin spreads across his face. Our eyes connect for a fraction of a second, mine telling his that it's for real. Our eyes are dancing a tango in that celebratory connection. Victory. We did it. She hangs up the phone, because she just made arrangements for whoever on the other line to, come down to her apartment, because her apartment is headquarters now. And she hangs the phone up, okay? Soon as she hangs the phone up, another call comes in. Hello, Rayber Music, may I help you? When the spot runs at 4 o'clock that afternoon, the same thing happens all over again. By 5 in the evening, I had 10 appointments set up for the next day. And so it was that in less than 8 hours, Barry and I had given birth to the Rayber Music Writing Company. Now, one of the girls who called that night, who was an appointment the next day, her name was Louvain, right? They saw great potential in her. They said she had a high, beautiful soprano, okay? They didn't know quite yet what they were going to do with her, but they know that she had the capability of, getting them Sissy Houston, high, Mariah Carey, who else has that high? What Bird song, Minnie Ripperton, and Shantae Moore voice, okay? I don't know yet what we gonna do with this bitch, but we need to keep her on board. They kept her on board enough that they developed a background singer group that she was a part of. What's the name of the background? The Adantes. That girl, that first girl, or one of the first girls, ended up being an asset to their company.
Others came wanting help with partial songs that they couldn't finish or arrange. A few arrived with completed tunes that were ready to be recorded. Some, like Eugene Remus and Wade Jones, two handsome male writer vocalists, showed great potential. Most of our customers, however, came with poems that simply needed music. It was astounding. Within 1 week, we'd gone from nothing to more money than Daddy made at Cadillac in the same amount of time.
And as it continued, Barry and I easily assumed our roles as parents of the operation. Now, another one of Barry the Gordy's talents is motivation. Okay, what would happen is the people would come in and he would give this beautiful monologue about dreams and how dreams could be accomplished here at Rayber Music. He had his own father's wry sense of humor and almost every father's habit of avoiding sticky personal problems or complaints. Go talk to Ray, he would say.
That and just about every other order of business had been left to me. My primary concern was making sure that everyone in our talent base had an opportunity to share and benefit from the venture. I did the scheduling, set assignments for sessions which would last from 30 to 60 minutes. Okay, Smokey, this guy needs a ballad. You can handle that. Or Brian, you and Robert arrange this song. If you need me for a background, just let me know.
Then, when it was time to actually record the song, we rented time at Bristow Bryant's house, a Detroit DJ. Bryant had a 3-track tape machine and a small recording studio set up in his basement. We'd cut the song with a small combo piano, bass, guitar, and drums. Any one of the guys might sing lead. I would arrange the background vocals, and we would perform them in a variety of combinations. A loosely structured group of us, usually including tall Robert Basement and his bass voice, Brian Holland, whose musical versatility was growing by leaps and bounds, Sonny Sanders with his clear high tenor, and myself began to call ourselves the Rayburn Voices. This is the thing, okay? The total charge for the services at Rayburn Music Writing Company was $100, okay? And you can get your money's worth there. From what I'm reading, everything that you're getting at this place is well worth the $100, okay? I would say now what they're providing to these people is probably worth more like $200,000 right now, okay? Or, you know, some people be like, no, maybe 10,000. I don't know, because you got some hit makers in there, right? And if you're working with these people that are that vicious, pay them. One of the Gordy sisters went to Ray Noma and said, Sugar Ray, what if the people can't afford the $100? Oh, we got a payment system here, okay? The Gordy sister said, well, what if they don't pay? Ray Noma say, I'm not worried about that, because if they don't pay or continue to pay, then we will just stop working with them, okay? And most of these people here, 90% of these people here are really serious about their aspirations to be a part of the music business, right? Now, she was very positive. I told you them Pisces are very positive. They're dreamers, right? They are the creators of the universe. Barry Gordy's sister was like, listen, girl, lay away, that shit don't work, okay? It may work for a minute, but you're going to have to come up with a better way of doing it. Ray Noma feels confident with her way because she keeps very good notes. Charlie, you ain't paid this week. You owe us another $25. If you want us to keep working with you, then you need to pay us, okay? I mean, if it works, it works, you know? And me, how I do it is everything that you invest into yourself, if you don't follow through, that's on you. Okay, we're going to keep every dime that you gave us. I don't give a if it was $99.99. Bitch, you owe us a penny. Remember how I was talking previously about how they had made a deal with a DJ to promote them at certain times of the day, okay? The dude, Bristow, the one who also is providing them studio time at their house, worked with them in order to get the entire job done. Bristow charged us $10 an hour for studio time, and an hour or sometimes 2 hours a session, plus $10 weekly for radio advertisement. Regardless of who did what, whether you were a paying customer or an employee or employer, we were all family. From the beginning, there was a feeling of that the music community of Detroit was indeed a small world, and they were all in my living room.
Ray Noma Lyles, I can't believe it. Now this is a small world. Mickey Stevenson, well, what do you know? I said to my old neighbor from Canfield, who was looking as slick and as hot to trot as ever, with those gorgeous silver threads running through his black hair. He bought some songs to play for us, the same enticing songs that I'd heard wafting through my window back in the day as a newlywed with Charles. We would go on to do demos for him, including a lyrical number called If Only the Sky Was a Mirror.
Here was one talent that I made sure Barry met. They hit it off at once. And Mickey was eventually to emerge as a major player in the saga to come. Mother Gordy had referred a coworker from the insurance company, a blues singer itching to get her career going, to Barry. It turned out the coworker was Mabel John, the female double and sister of Little Willie John. You know, Little Willie Junkie John. Okay, let's not forget about him. Cute as a button, red-headed and freckle-faced, and without an ounce of ego. Mabel wanted so badly to be a part of the action that she was willing to do whatever she had to do. Since Barry didn't have a car, Mabel became his driver, chauffeuring him to radio stations, to record stores, to the barbershop, wherever, whether he was heading off to a meeting with a distributor or paying a visit to his kids. She always made herself available. Little did we imagine at the time that Mabel was the first in a long line of personal assistants to Barry. You know, Diana was Barry's personal assistant, okay? Let me tell you something. Barry may not be good at, pimping hoes, but he is surely magnificent at pimping people who want to be a part of the business. Blessed with an agile, articulate tongue, Mabel did the original on-air interviews with disc jockeys for our records. Barry was so impressed with her style that in return for the interviews, he promised to help her with her career. Unfortunately, this was a long time in coming. In the meantime, she was content to attend to his every need. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves. You babies, have a good one. Peace. Give me that bone. Hey. Give me that bone, Oh, give me the good life and give it to me.